one night I went on the air, and the format was it's time for the weather, and you sit there with the anchor person. Hey, Pat Sajak's here. What's another day about it, blah, blah, blah. And then they'd go to commercial, and then when they come back, I'd be at the weather board. That was the format. So I'm on the set with the guy, and I had a little Band-Aid on my face. He didn't know anything about it either. And he, naturally enough, asked, and I said, I just nicked myself a little bit. Sorry about that. And I go on. They go to commercial. They come back, and now you're doing the weather, and every time, and then they would cut away from you periodically to look at a weather map or a piece of video or whatever it was. But every time they cut away, I would move the Band-Aid somewhere else. That was my idea of humor then. And so, you'd come back, it'd be here, it'd be there. Just a stupid, innocuous thing to do to try to get a chuckle out of the anchor guy. Well, it turned out one of the guys who was sitting at home and thought that was the most brilliant piece of comedy he ever saw was Merv Griffin.
Pat Sajak, a name synonymous with American television, has captivated audiences for over 4 decades as the charismatic host of Wheel of Fortune. Beyond the bright lights of the game show set, Sajak's journey encompasses a rich tapestry of experiences from his early days in broadcasting to his recent foray into theater. This comprehensive exploration looks into the life and career of Pat Sajak, looking at his latest endeavor following his retirement from Wheel of Fortune. Early life and broadcasting beginnings.
In 1981, Mr. Sajak began hosting Wheel of Fortune. As of last week's statistics, that is more than 3 decades after he began hosting the show, Wheel of Fortune remained in the top 3 syndicated programs in all of television and was viewed by an average of 9 million Americans a day.
Born October 26, 1946 in Chicago, Patrick Leonard Sajdak, later known as Pat Sajak, was raised in a modest household. His early fascination with broadcasting led him to Columbia College, Chicago, where he pursued a degree in communications. While studying, Sajak won a contest on WLS Radio's Dick Biondi show, earning a guest spot as a teenage DJ. This opportunity ignited his passion for radio, leading him to a midnight to 6 a.m. newsman position at a local station, WEDC. In 1968, Sajak joined the U.S. Army and was stationed in Vietnam, where he served as a disc jockey on Armed Forces Radio. His signature sign-off, "Good Morning Vietnam," echoed the famous phrase popularized by fellow DJ Adrian Cronauer. After his military service, Sajak returned to the U.S. and continued his broadcasting career, working as a DJ at various stations, including WSM in Nashville. His transition to television came when he became a weatherman for WSM-TV, showcasing his affable on-screen presence. His big break arrived in 1981, when Merv Griffin, creator of Wheel of Fortune, selected him to replace Chuck Woolery as the show's host. Initially, NBC executives were hesitant, deeming Sajak too local, but Griffin's insistence prevailed. Sajak's easygoing demeanor and quick wit resonated with audiences, and he quickly became a household name. From 1983 to 89, he hosted both the daytime and syndicated evening versions of Wheel of Fortune. His partnership with co-host Vanna White became iconic, and their chemistry contributed significantly to the show's enduring success. Sajak's tenure on the show earned him many awards, including several Daytime Emmy Awards, and he even got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In 2019, he was recognized by Guinness World Records for having the longest career as a game show host for a single show, beating Bob Barker's record. While Wheel of Fortune remained his primary platform, Sajak explored various other opportunities in television and media. In 1989, he hosted The Pat Sajak Show, a late-night talk show on CBS, though it lasted only a year. He also made guest appearances on shows like Days of Our Lives, Rugrats, and The King of Queens. He would sometimes fill in for Regis Philbin for his show with Kelly Ripa, and even had his own weekend show on Fox News in 2003. Pat Sajak married photographer Leslie Brown in 1989. The couple has 2 children, Patrick Michael James Sajak, a doctor, and Maggie Marie Sajak, who has followed in her father's footsteps by becoming a social correspondent on Wheel of Fortune. The family lives in Severna Park, Maryland, with a second home in Los Angeles. After an illustrious 41-season run, Pat Sajak announced his retirement from Wheel of Fortune in June 2023, with his final episode airing June 7th, 2024. The farewell episode, titled Thanks for the Memories, celebrated Sajak's substantial impact on the show and featured heartfelt tributes from fans and colleagues. Ryan Seacrest succeeded him as host in September 2024, while Vanna White continued her role on the show. Sajak remained involved as a consultant, assisting with the transition and ensuring the show's continued success. A new chapter returned to the stage.
If you want to catch Pat in Honolulu, that show runs July 31st to August 10th. He's done a little acting before.
Okay.
A little bit of stage work. He was
I wonder
himself.
if this was always his dream, just to be a theater.
I don't think he wants to sit still. You can still watch him in season 5 of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
April
I will
30th.
say that is the most random thing I've heard all day.
Retirement didn't mark the end of Sajak's public engagements. In July 2024, he returned to his theatrical roots, starring in the play Prescription Murder at the Hawaii Theater in Honolulu. The production, running from July 31st to August 10th, featured Sajak as Dr. Roy Fleming, a psychiatrist who cleverly murders his wife and longtime friend Joe Moore as Lieutenant Columbo, the detective investigating the case. Sajak and Moore have a history of theatrical collaborations dating back to 2001, and the production marked their 7th and likely final on-stage performance together. The play served as a fundraiser for the nonprofit Hawaii Theater Center, with Sajak generously donating his time and talents to support the historic venue. Rehearsals were conducted over Zoom, with both Sajak and Moore bringing in donors to help underwrite the program, ensuring compensation for supporting cast and crew members. Gregory Dunn, president and CEO of the Hawaii Theater Center, praised Sajak's dedication, noting his authenticity and genuine appreciation for the arts. Dunn highlighted Sajak's immense talent and the joy he brings to audiences, emphasizing the significance of his contributions to the theater community. Pat Sajak's enduring legacy is marked by his remarkable tenure on Wheel of Fortune, his contributions to broadcasting, and his philanthropic endeavors. His ability to connect with audiences, adapt to various media formats, and support the arts underscores a career defined by versatility and generosity. As he continues to explore new avenues in retirement, Sajak's influence remains a testament to his enduring appeal and commitment to excellence. Wheel of Fortune remains one of the most iconic and enduring game shows in television history. Since its debut in 1975, the show has captivated millions of viewers with its simple yet addictive word puzzle format, vibrant wheel spins, and the thrill of contestants solving phrases for cash and prizes. Its popularity is rivaled by few, and much of that success is due to the steady, charming presence of Pat Sajak, who became the face of the franchise for over 4 decades. When he took over hosting duties in 1981, he brought a relaxed warmth and wit that transformed Wheel of Fortune into a nightly ritual for countless American households. Alongside Vanna White, whose graceful letter-turning and charisma created a perfect complement to Sajak's banter, the show became an institution. The chemistry between Sajak and White was not forced or scripted, it was authentic, and audiences responded with enduring loyalty. Together, they became a symbol of consistency in the fast-changing landscape of television. One of the show's secrets to success was its universal appeal. Unlike trivia-based game shows, Wheel of Fortune did not require contestants to have a vast breadth of knowledge. Instead, it relied on wordplay, luck, and timing, making it accessible to viewers of all ages and backgrounds. Its set, with a spinning wheel, colorful puzzle board, and familiar music, became iconic as the show itself. As host, Sajak was never overbearing or flashy. He played the perfect straight man, encouraging contestants, keeping the game moving, and injecting humor when appropriate, but always letting the players shine. His self-deprecating style, quick wit, and unflappable demeanor made him a comforting and familiar presence. Unlike some game show hosts who appeared to be performing for the camera, Sajak appeared genuinely interested in his contestants and the audience at home. Under Sajak's stewardship, the show achieved record-breaking ratings, became a staple of syndicated television, and won numerous accolades. Wheel of Fortune created a cultural legacy. It inspired countless parodies, home games, classroom adaptations, and even academic studies about game theory and linguistics. Generations grew up watching the show with their families, so it was a multi-generational experience. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite memory of Pat Sajak? Let us know in the comments section below.